just want to air your opinion, I will read it out loud and I'll add it in.
Same here.
Ooh.
Get my head.
Oh, you're splitting too. It is like 1:30 and it is kind of.
Yes. Well, you know, 1:30 in the morning for us, but
Yeah.
8 p.m. for our friend here.
8:36 p.m. for KD. Am I correct?
No. Oh God, yeah. So, you wanted to talk about video gaming with... Oh.
There you are, okay.
Right. Now, we mentioned this off screen, and we're not going to talk about it extensively here because we don't want to worry people. But obviously, the way we heard it was because of the recent coronavirus mishaps, certain events will not be going as planned. The fact that E3 is actually going along with this, I'm not too sure if it's a good idea or not. But time will tell. Time will tell.
Time will tell you you're not wrong. Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, then obviously it's for health and safety reasons. Yeah, and it most probably will due to health and safety reasons, but I won't judge them for it.
My controls are really like sluggish.
It's fine, dude. You'll be alright.
Now, oh god, I actually am lagging. Fuck. Okay. So one of the things that I overheard with E3 is a potential Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, I want Grand Theft Auto 6, but I don't want it either. The reason being is that we just had Red Dead Redemption 2, and that was a big game.
I agree.
Oh fucking, I really am. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, now I actually played Grand Theft Auto Online on the PS3 version, and while I didn't mind it as such, I was a little bit annoyed with the DLC. Also, this lag's really bad, by the way. Like I tried to put in, but like I can see what I can.
It needs to be less BS in it. I see your point of view there.
Yes.
I do agree. A lot of things have been going on for the GTA 5, which has been making people more cautious about having another game like GTA 6. And I can actually see a point on that. Because I feel the same way. I feel like they need to really start ironing out their own things before they start making another game. Such as, obviously, there's no Red Dead, literally. But the campaign is still living, but online isn't. Obviously, there's an issue there. Something's going on.
I think that... I think the thing is, though, with like the whole online aspect is... when I used to do it anyway, like there was a lot of... GTA like DLCs and stuff, which while I don't mind that as such, I do feel like they drown themselves in it a little bit. But I haven't actually played GTA since.
GTA's just asked, but
I haven't actually played.
Need to make the online a more balanced environment. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. The campaign has always been good and has always been balanced. But it is the online which is a bit dumb, with the flying cars and all. Yeah, it's cool, it looks awesome, but at the same time, it actually chases people away from wanting to play the game more. Because obviously a lot of them don't play it like they
Yeah, I tried playing the online one, it just seemed like chaos.
Yeah, it is full chaos.
Now, to be fair though, in GTA 5's defense, the last time I played it was on PS3. So it wasn't exactly the wide-core version.
No, it wasn't a great version. Not wrong. It wasn't. It was actually.
Oh no, sorry. Let me take that back. No, let me take that back. Actually, the PS3 was a great version, but I also felt because of the timeline between GTA 5 on the PS3 and GTA 5 on the PS4, it felt a bit rough. in the sense that like you could have like just put it on PS4
Hey,
and
Solomon's it.
ironed it out a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. See, I don't think we will this year due to everything that's going on, but it would be great if the PS5 does come out, but at the same time, I'd rather wait more, because obviously I like the PS5 and all. I would like it to come out, same for the new Xbox, but I won't have enough time to be able to get everything ready before then.
Now, one of the downsides to being a late PS4 user is I got this last year for Christmas, and not Christmas, birthday, because it's a friend of mine. And
Yeah, no,
the
I know
problem
that
I
feeling.
had was that I started quite late, you see. So as a result, if I get the PS5, I'm not going to be able to get it for another couple of years.
Exactly, that's how mine was. I only got
Apparently,
one 2 years ago.
however,
Good lord, when I got my PS4
apparently
2
the
years ago.
PS5.
Wow.
Apparently, though, however, the PS5 is not as great as people think because of like I don't know what the exact reasons are because I haven't really been keeping up to tabs with V3. But the way I heard. Go on.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2. You go.
See, I don't approve of that. You're better off making the pro version and not having it at that. Like, there's no point having a the PS5 and a PS Pro. I get it. It's like it's a tradition. We had it with the PS2 Slim. We had it with the PS3 Slim, etc., etc., etc. But
So,
I do
so
feel
when you're not wrong, we haven't mentioned the fact that it will be compatible backwards to the PS4, but they haven't mentioned anything about the PS3 yet.
Hey, Angel.
Both Xbox and PS5 will probably be delayed as it's China made. That is a good point. It probably will be delayed due to what's going on currently in the world. We don't want to get too much into what's going on, as you guys already know. But you are not wrong. It probably will be a huge delay, probably by a year. But that's fine.
I think one of the main factors for the delay is the PlayStation as a whole library, if that makes sense. Because let's be fair, it's a very, very big, extensive library, and everyone's punching each other. And stop it. Stop it. Okay.
Oh,
The thing with
see, I didn't know that. Right, so before we get into this, PS5 has been confirmed to go from the PS2 and above, except the PS1 games. But Sullivan said he
that
will
might
join
make
the
sense because
podcast.
that might make sense because the PS5 like has a lot of expensive games, and obviously there's a lot of coding in the PS1 games that people no longer got a hold of. In fact, Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, had to be remade from scratch because they didn't have the original source material, so they actually got fans to play the game, so Sony could remake it naturally. But it goes to show that like a lot of the old files have gone missing, I think, or gone missing, or lost. Not.
Oh, it's not missing. It's the fact of that they just got rid of it and then they didn't think it ever happened.
However,
They didn't think they'd actually ever have to bring it back, let alone update it to newest graphics.
Right, so this is as well. The Xbox original is as well as including for the new Xbox as well. But he said there will be remakes of PS1 games. They just won't be compatible with the PS1 games. Right,
1
Sullivan,
second.
you can join if you want, dude. Like, as you are part of the podcast, you can join. It doesn't matter that you're late.
I have to turn this off because the stream has just shut me down. So I've got to redo this in a minute. But obviously people can still hear me, I hope, so like it's not a big deal. I'll turn it on shortly. Bottles.
You can hear that.
Fuck. Right, I'm just gonna turn this back on.
Yeah. Right, so as you said, more remakes of PS1 games. So that Viking dude, I appreciate you being here, man. That's amazing. Right, Sullivan, as you are part of the actual, as the actual podcast group, you can join. We've got nothing against it. It doesn't matter if you're live or not.
You're gonna say, this is an invitation. Although, if my stream keeps happening, like keep bugging out, I might turn it off, but then, still be in the stream, makes sense, because...
Yeah, you're lagging really bad for me, dude. You might have to reset and then come back, so we'll sit here and wait for you if need be.
I
we'll just update you.
Just reset it?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I got an idea actually, hang on.
Yeah, his voice is a bit robotic. Mrs. said we can hear you, but it's kind of like robotic. Yeah, you're one dude.
Okay, you know what, hang on. Okay, what I've done is, I've turned mine off. Right.
No, it's fine. Can you invite Sullivan real quick, please, KD, to the party?
Alright, what I've done is, sorry to interrupt, folks.
Yeah, he's in different request. Yeah, did you?
What I've done, folks, unfortunately, is, due to my own internet problems, because me sucks. I'm joking, BT. I love you, really. But,
no, BT does suck. Don't worry about it.
I know, but I don't want to get into trouble. Because my internet's not been the great lately, it doesn't actually allow me to stream games while I'm in a party. I can't stream like without it, which is also why I can't do Monday Night Gaming like properly. So for this reason, I'm going to have to do this manually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be hosting this, so that way I'll also save the video as well for those who want to watch it at home.
That's good. Right, Sullivan, when he joins in, we'll wait for Sullivan. Obviously, Dark, we'll wait for you to come back as well.
I'm actually back. It's just that I'm not going to be able to stream because.
Okay, I get you now.
So what
I
I'm going to do is
was going to leave and then come back.
Oh shit! Oh shit! 1 sec.
Oh. What just happened?
Lee, you okay?
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, no. I've actually applied for a mod to a group, and I forgot it was today. I just want to know if I got it or not.
Oh, damn. Alright, quickly deal with that first, and then we'll carry on. Right, so as
sorry, I'm a bit
waiting,
late. I didn't know where you guys started.
No, it's fine, dude. Honestly, it's fine. Like, it happens. Obviously, people lose track of time, people forget. It's fine, man. Honestly, I forget things all the time.
Like, I saw you guys all chatting, and I was like, okay, so are we gonna do Skype, everything? Then I kept reading and everything, and I saw no one was texting back, so I was like, okay, let me see if someone's on from all you guys, and I saw you were on, and I was like, I'm gonna join real quick, see if they're doing it, and I'm here now.
That's fine, dude. I'm actually glad you did jump in and actually, like, you know, voice your opinion and all that about when to start, because it lets us know that you are eager to be part of the podcast, which is actually really important.
Yeah, because I was like, ooh, we talking about games, like, that's the thing that I'm, like, so down to do, because I don't have a lot of friends that are, like, down to talk about, like, games, consoles in general, so it's, like, really fun to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I asked how everyone was in chat, yeah. Yeah, right, my missus asked, how are you all doing today? She can hear all of you, so that's fine.
Doing good here.
Same here.
Just drinking energy drink to keep awake.
Yeah, everyone's doing good, they're good. That's a good thing. Yeah. You're right. Well, here's my thoughts on other companies, as it's still gaming related. I've noticed that a lot of companies have gone out of business, and there's a lot of companies that have taken over in businesses and paid them off and all that. And you see some companies like Rockstars, for example, huge company, great games, but when it comes down to online content, they think too much of just simple things like like flying cars and laser guns. Don't get me wrong, yeah, they're cool, but they cost too much and you have to play so much to get it. But at the same time, there's so much going on. And if you can't get them guns, then it makes the online play unfair, obviously, especially if you're new. As a lot of people who get the PS4, they join back and then they lose all their stuff. I'm talking to KD. You can't hear Brian. Alright, Brian, you can't, for some reason, no one can hear you from my stream.
Oh yeah, I should have actually asked that from the start. We all have our audio on, right?
My audio is on. You might need to turn yours on, Brian.
No, but he can't hear you. Because basically how it works is, it's fine on your side, but it won't be fine on other people's side.
Yeah, so our side we cannot hear you. So my side can hear me talking to you and responding back to you, but your voice ain't there.
So you might want to turn it back on.
Also, we're talking about companies that went down, right?
Yeah, we're talking about companies that went down, and obviously
Have you guys heard about the Ghost company with Need for Speed?
No, I haven't heard much about Need for Speed. I've kind of gone off of Need for Speed. I played Undercover, and I haven't played much after that, as I kind of went down a bit.
So Ghost made the newest one, and supposedly their EA is getting Ghost and like splitting it into different areas, and they're no longer gonna make the primary Need for Speed games. Criterion is, which is the one that made Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012.
I'm incredible. How about you, dude? You just fucked my mood up in a great way. Thank you so much for them fucking 100 bits, and I'm doing great. I'm sitting enjoying the podcast with everyone. You've got me, you've got Brian, who's KD, you've got Lee, who's known as Dark, we've got Sam, who's Gothic Ice Queen, Sullivan, I don't know your real name. You don't have to share it, it's fine, I could just call you Sullivan.
No. Right, just so I can make it a little update, I can't actually stream, I don't know if actually, like, okay, so it's not happening, I can't put my stream on, but I will be saving the video for those who have missed it to make it easier. And obviously, if you've got... Yes. Also, I do apologise if I'm distracted. It's because, as it says, I didn't realise the mod applications were today, because, like, obviously my friend's American, and I'm hoping I can get the mod job. I can't pronounce her name, that's the only trouble, I always get her name wrong. Why I'm doing this, I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a she.
Hell yeah.
I'm around for something like that.
Buns of Spill, in note as well. Just okay. Just okay, Mr. Sam.
So...
Yeah, you see, a lot of people can do that. There's a lot of pay to win in online games nowadays. Obviously, as you can see, a lot of people buy the money, like the sharp cards, and then they start buying the guns, and then they only grief instead of actually doing missions. Well, yeah, it's see, Epic is very simple. You go in, you can get skins, but the skins don't actually, they don't give you no buffs, right? The skins to give you no buffs on Fortnite. Same for Apex, you get no buffs in Apex for anything what you pay for. But for certain games like GTA and like League of Legends stuff like that, you can buy certain things where it can help you win. Even Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty, you can buy these blue bullets, which when you get shot, it stuns your character, so it slows you down, and it also blows your screen. See, that's the sort of thing I don't like that in video games. Like, this is the example I was saying earlier, like, video games, you should not be buying stuff like that in video games, because that's just, like, money grabbing, personally. It is, and people actually buy that, so, like, I don't think that's fair. You know, going around with an LMG, with these blue bullets on it, which stuns you when you're getting hit, and it also blows your screen, is kind of unfair. Did you hear about the wager matches that happened in Call of Duty?
I fully disagree. I fully disagree with that personally. You should not be wagering real money in a video game because idiots will spend money. And I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but if you spend actual money on a bet in a video game, you're an idiot.
Well, yeah, you are. It's kind of stupid.
No disrespect though, like, I can understand
it doesn't stun, but it blows your screen. Oh, okay, I thought it stunned you. That must have been a perk they've got in the gun, but what's that one? In something movement? Like, if they shoot in the legs, it stops you from sprinting, I thought that was part of the bullets. Okay. Yep, unless it's with mates. Ah, alright, I get you. I'm an idiot.
I've not got. Yeah, because I have a chat.
I've got my chat up. No one's talking other than Angel when they came in said hello.
Actually, where are the SKG today? Actually, I would have thought they'd be here to watch this.
I'm sorry to hear about your back hurting, by the way. Only in the legs. It stuns. It's a gym perk. Yeah. So the stun is a gun perk, but the actual blue bullets itself blow your screen. I thought it come with the bullets, but they're blue, so I thought it was electric.
Okay, so that's a little bit different than I suppose.
Yeah.
That's a hell of
okay,
different.
so it's the gun perk. I don't really use gun perks like that, so now I see why I was getting confounded up, as there's a lot of gun perks I still don't know or haven't used.
But yeah, when it comes to gaming news, I'm actually not sure about E3 because of the whole Sony pulling out entirely.
I am extremely surprised that they did that for the record,
you see what
because
I mean? Not really meant to go. It's like it like messes what we were screening up. That's what I'm trying to get at, secret. It's kind of unfair. It can be.
Now I'm actually very confused. Oh wait, have I gone too far? I'm actually very, 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 very confused by how Sony wanna like back up from that, because to my knowledge, wait a minute, am I still lagging?
No, you're not lagging for me.
No, you're good.
Yeah, to my knowledge, they've always been the heavy hitters of E3 right next to Nintendo and Microsoft. So the fact is, this is twice in a row that this has happened.
With them exclusives they want to promote. Oh, okay, right, I see what you mean. Right, so what Secret's saying is literally something we were saying. He's saying it doesn't sound right, as they want to release all these, different games which only is for the PlayStation, but they want to pull out so early, which makes no sense. Yeah, no, I think that. No, they don't. But that's why it's also good to know that it's also, a kind of bit weird as they was going to pull out anyways before that.
Yes, that was also
it wasn't going to be there before the coronavirus was even mentioned.
Yes, I was also told this as well, that like Sony would not be in E3, which isn't.
They mentioned this last year, very mid-year, late year last year. It was mentioned that it wasn't going to be there.
Now, I wasn't really a fan of E3 until about maybe a few years ago, which, by the way, we all know what I'm going to bring up shortly, don't worry. It's not going to be a gaming podcast without bringing up the most anticipated game of the year. It was only a few years ago, that was when, sorry, I've just lost my words there. That was the thing that kind of bothered me, is that Sony went from announcing one of the, if not the biggest game of all time coming in March, take a hint, but then they're no longer doing E3. Not that I'm complaining.
It doesn't make much sense. It's like, they wanted to do it and then out of nowhere they pulled out, and it's kind of like, why would you? Especially before the coronavirus was even mentioned about coming out and was a thing. But he's instantly pulled out like late last year, possibly mid last year when I heard it. And it was very weird, because I'm like, oh, why do they want to pull out for? And there was not really much of a reason.
Yes.
But when they did, but if you read up on the articles, apparently the coronavirus was around in 2018, but the main outbreak was in 2019. During Christmas time, but the major outbreak was this year.
So obviously Okay, so, but I'm actually looking forward. If E3 is happening, I'm hoping it ain't for obvious reasons because we don't want people to be sick. But if it does happen, I am looking forward to it because I want to see some updates in certain games.
Oh yeah, I do. I want to.
And don't forget the best part: the trailers of those games.
I was so hyped when I saw a few of them.
There's a lot of games where I don't know what's coming out. I purposely avoid trailers mainly because I don't want to spoil games for myself.
Which is fair. That is completely fair. I've known people do that as well. To be fair.
Okay, now just double checking. See if I respond back to the message or not.
Yes. Okay, I'm having to do like 3 different things here. Do the stream, do the game, and keep an eye on my mob thing just in case.
No,
I need to ask the admin. I need to ask their admins if I've got the job or not, but I don't want to. Apparently, this person has had a lot of mob thingamajig, so it may take me a while. It's not a big deal, but it gives me more chance to talk about games. Also, I saw something blue flash.
Right, yeah. On top of that, there are other enemies over here somewhere.
Right, sorry, folks. We didn't mean to break the immersion. We just have to do this. Like, we have to do this at least once.
Yeah.
So.
Right,
I actually didn't even know Batman was a thing.
Great. Right, the game looks great. I kind of want to play.
Wait, is there a Batman game coming out?
Yeah, there's a Batman game.
Apparently there is.
I didn't.
But I've purposely missed a lot.
Okay, this is my first time knowing about it.
There's a new Batman game coming out. I want to play it. I want to be all in that shit. But I've also
I want to check this out now.
Avoided it. Right, reason being is the game is going to look fucking fantastic.
Really?
I haven't played any of the Batman games either.
Okay. Oh no, that's fair play. Also, hello there, good sir. This is the first time I've actually spoke.
What's the game gonna be called?
Gothic, how did you die? Hopefully it's not another button spam Batman game because that's just easy to learn. You're not wrong, that's true.
I didn't even know there was a new Batman game, to be fair, so I'm actually looking forward to that. There was also apparently a new Superman game, which some of us may remember the the one from Nintendo 64. That will haunt us for the rest of the day. Wait a minute, I just realised something. Game? Sorry, dude, I just realised Gothic's been dead for a while. Yeah, sorry, dude.
But yes,
oh, God.
From what I read, when it comes to the new Superman game, they're basing it off of more Arkham playstyle. There's a new Batman and a new Superman. Superman's being based off of the Arkham games. And the Batman, I don't know.
I'm actually looking forward to that personally. Also,
personally, I'm looking forward to a new Spider-Man game, but I don't know if that's gonna be released this year, so that's.
I'm actually looking forward to the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
I liked the PS4 version.
I played through it. I didn't.
My only problem with the game, though, however, is if you've played the Arkham Knight series, it does kind of feel the same combat-wise. But other than that, it is a gem.
They did actually grab the combat features from Arkham, so it turned it into the Spider-Man, but just made it more Spider-Man-like. But they did grab the combat system from Arkham.
Oh yeah, it has that feel to it, which I thought was kind of nice. I liked the idea of the web swinging. And that's actually kind of nice. It was nice to be able to play a Spider-Man game for the first time in a long while that actually felt like a Spider-Man game. Because...
did you know that the Spider-Man...
Marvel is not going to have any replayability, I bet. Probably not, but I agree with you. The new Marvel game, I don't know if you guys heard about it.
Yeah, I did.
to another today. That is true, because Buns ain't here, it's from his chat. Yeah, Buns is Spill, he's one of the admins from SKG, which is amazing. On top of that, how is Buns? As obviously he's in your stream, how is he? It'd be unpolite to ask.
Yes, how is Buns?
Yeah, no, but Buns ain't...
I can't.
That is good. I'm glad to hear Buns is doing good.
Yeah.
It's always nice to ask, because obviously he's in your stream, and then it'll be unpolite for me to ask how he is.
Hello.
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 Just... No, should...
Yeah, I'm Shadow.
Yes.
Isn't there like the little like wiggle dance on the strings for no absolute reason?
I see that.
And yeah, and I've got Mrs. throwing money at me. Right.
Alright, now I know I'm not gonna lie, like there's less. I think we'll get this out the way just because if we get this out of the way now, it will give me something to talk about later on, because I know what we're all missing. Ow, my earphones come off. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, so we all know we're all looking forward to it. Well, some of us are looking forward to it anyway, and we are gonna get round to that, don't worry. But who's played the Final Fantasy 7 demo?
I'm playing it right now. I'm literally playing it right now.
Okay, right.
Huh.
Before we get into this, a lot of yous will disagree with my opinion. Okay.
As is mine.
Right.
And Sam's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So now this is how this works. I like Final Fantasy. I do. I like a lot of games I play, but the only thing I have an issue with certain games is when they spend too much time on females' bodies, same thing for males. Not just for female characters, same thing for male characters as well. When they purposely make them stupidly large for their arms or legs or neck, or for their private parts, same thing for women, for their breasts and so on and so on, right? I think it's not fair, because they spend too much time in the wrong places.
To be fair on that particular bit though, in Square, no, sorry, I'm gonna call them by their original name. In Squaresoft's defense though, it's actually no. For those wondering, it is Square Enix. I'm just taking the mic.
You're fine, dude. It's an opinion. It's an opinion. You just got.
It is an opinion, but like I also feel like they kind of went forward in the right direction, because Tifa is an iconic video game character, and I do feel.
She
however,
is. Like, don't get wrong, she is, but at the same time, if you see where I'm coming from.
No, hang on. However, you only need to look on Reddit or Google to see that she's also a bit of a sex symbol. So I do also feel like changing her a little bit doesn't hurt her appeal. But on the other hand, they didn't. It's not just Tifa who had the upgrade. A lot of characters in the.
This is what I mean. I'm not on about just Tifa. I'm not just about her. I'm about multiple games in general. That's what I'm saying.
Such as, I mean, obviously,
like loads, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter. I could keep on going and going.
However, in those defense, not defense, in regards to Tekken, and no, in regards to Dead or Alive and Tekken, they had that weird. Oh fuck! I got too far. They had that weird sex appeal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Someone much wiser than me can tell me that one.
Right, so basically the sex appeal crap is just so that they can get money, and it's just sold to a wider range, but a lot of these wider ranges are people who are not in a horrible way, not in a horrible way, but the what?
The what?
The new game Witcher. See, I haven't seen the TV series, but in the game there's not much really.
I haven't played The Witcher, so I can't really say.
I played it, but I didn't go that far into the game, so can't really talk about it. Of the show, yes.
Fuck. Ah, what? Fuck's sake.
Do it, kill me, do it.
This...
To be honest, it's both really, it's done properly and makes characters memorable. That is true, if it is done properly it does make characters memorable, but at the same time, it shouldn't be like that, as it makes the unwanted crowd come to games. Right? Like, you get the ones that are like really, I don't want to put it across as creepy, but they're like really, they're out there in their ways, and they like how characters look, and they have certain mods for certain things.
I think honestly that's why a lot of video game creators and whatever are changing that, because that way a lot of people feel more welcoming into the video game world. Which, by the way, I'm only going to say this from previous experiences, but some of my hobbies do have the same problem. I'm not going to talk about them here. This is going to be for my own podcast for another time, because it will take me ages to go into. But it's nice to see that video games are making people feel welcome. There's a lot more. There's a lot more diversity in video games. That makes sense. I mean, there's always been.
The thing what annoys me is there's a lot of games that have unneeded mods. Right, this is why I have an issue now, because obviously these games have these like type of characters which didn't bother me. It's the things that come with them, and it's the people who make these unassigned mods for like games like Sims 4 and Minecraft and so on, which shouldn't be a thing for such kids games.
Oh yeah.
I won't go so much into the mods detail, but Gothic and we both have seen a few mods which should be a thing.
I have also seen a few mods about stuff that aren't supposed to be for kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Especially for kids games, I don't think that's right.
Because if they find out how to install mods, they can easily just go on there, grab the mods that they're not supposed to.
Right,
and that's like,
if a kid sees Sims 4 on Twitch, are we really gonna care if it says adult content?
They're not. Like, there's a bunch of adult content. Like, literally, it's 2020. Kids can literally just go on their phone, search up whatever they want, and then just delete it, and no one's gonna know.
Yeah, that's my point, because they can easily just lie about it. This is why I don't agree with sharing certain mods on Twitch or Mixer or any other streaming place, because it's unfair, especially for Sims 4, a highly rated kids game. That's a huge kids game, but the mods what come with it,
Master again, please.
Are terrible.
So, this has actually been a wee
what
problem.
You like? I'll ship it over to the other side of the planet for y'all. Yeah, that's fine.
Really?
They're gonna uncensor them?
Oh, okay. Kind of funny considering their involvement with actually because of Sega's and Nintendo's involvement in the old ESRB rating system, or the PEGI whatever it is down our end.
PEGI 18 or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, PEGI 12 and stuff like that. We should probably shoot over.
Yes. Now that's actually kind of interesting because Nintendo don't.
I wonder how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like a family-friendly company.
Yes.
Right? That's my point.
Recently, they've been putting a bunch of games that has violence and everything. So it's like, what are they going for?
I'm actually quite curious by this myself, actually, because the first thing that comes to the last thing that comes into my mind with Nintendo is adult games, because they do adult games, but they're not known for it. In fact, I can't remember the last time I've seen an adult game.
You're not the only one. I haven't seen one in God knows how long. Things going in the chat. Peace, have fun, and take care. Alright, night skeptical dude. Thank you for coming by, you bloody legend. Right, I understand it's probably late for you as well, dude.
Wait, you know what? One sec. I'm getting brain fog. Oh. Alright, so in regards to Oh,
Nintendo.
fudge. Nintendo. They've been very successful lately with a lot of their games, especially like last year they had a hell of a lot of good games. What are your
Zelda.
predictions for Nintendo? Okay, apart from Zelda, because Zelda, Breath of the Wild
Pokemon.
2, and Pokemon,
The new Animal Crossing that I'm pre-ordering.
which by the way, for those who don't know, is available at the same time as Doom. So this will be interesting. Also, I have no guns.
I've never played Doom, so I'm literally going into Animal Crossing since I've played that before.
I
like my Holy Sonic because Ben smoke.
haven't actually played Animal Crossing, to be fair.
Hey, something
You haven't?
No, I haven't. I've never played Animal Crossing.
Really? You can probably get. I'm not gonna say you should to the people, but like there are. I'm still gonna say it, but like there's ROMs out there that you can get for free to play them just to experience that. Because for me,
I will
I
get
played them
round
on
to that, by the
DS,
way.
Game Boy.
I will get around to
guys.
that, by the way.
Buns put forward, do you feel the same way when it comes to movies and anime, or do you feel the same way with only games about the whole...
No, it's not just games.
Hang
not
on,
just
sorry,
games.
say that again, sorry.
Um,
in regards to
right.
what?
So he feels the same thing towards games, movies, and TV series and anime, not just games.
Well,
So he's
in regards
asking
to...
for how I feel, in my opinion, about spending too much time on characters with big breasts and big junk and stuff like that.
Okay,
See, I'm the same way with
okay.
every single thing. Like with
Anime is
movies,
just
and
anime
stuff
is
like that.
just a thing for the creators to just go out and like
Yeah.
have fun with it and
I do
that.
with everything.
So...
Yeah, also games, but like there is a certain point to where it's like okay, it's like too much, like just like
That's
get
what I
a
mean, there's
few
a lot
notches
which is
down.
too much. Anime for me is too much, so I tend to stay away from a lot of anime. A lot.
Some
for me, I
anime...
feel-
Put it here. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, no, good. Right,
For
so-
me, anime is just like I let it go because it's like I know I'm gonna disrespect, like a lot of people are gonna get mad at me, but it's like it's cartoons. Like cartoons
Yeah,
are to have
it's-
fun with.
It's not
Games,
just that,
some
anime-
games.
Some anime,
Go,
but
sorry.
Naruto and Dragon Ball are really basic with their ones, and that's what I appreciate with them. Doing souls and the scoops. This is what I mean, right? So certain animes, I've watched one called Gangster, right? Ever heard about?
No.
I think so.
Right. So Gangster is a very basic one. You've got it's all based in Japan, which ain't that bad. It's actually rather decent. Yes, you've got females, but it's not all depriving on just them. But they're young and they're forced to be whores. But then you've got people known as tabs and so on and so on. But you've got certain animes like School of the Dead DxD, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's unneeded.
That's
to me,
just-
that's
I
unneeded.
don't know any of these animes.
Right, yeah, no, don't. I don't want you to. These animes have been told to me. I got told to look at them. I looked there and I went, hell no. I'm staying away from that. It's unneeded. It does not need to be made.
I've watched High School DxD. I actually liked it for its story, but like I also think that it's like okay,
The original one.
you're
The
kind
original
of
one's called High School
over.
Dead. Right, High School of the Dead is the original one. When they made High School High School of the Dead DxD.
High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched that.
See, High School DxD,
High School
I
of the
got
Dead.
recommended to watch, and I didn't watch it. High
I've
School of the
watched.
Dead is the
I watched
original.
all the. I've watched all 4 or 5 seasons of High School DxD. I watched all of High School of the Dead. DxD was my favorite, to be honest. I actually liked it. I fell in love with it, like with the story and everything. Dead, I also fell in love with it, but I felt like okay, like you look here, you look there. It's like you could be surrounded by these girls, and it's like you can like dumb it down a little, but like it's not gonna hurt anything. It's a story.
Oh no, it's not that. It's just the fact that I don't want unneeded scenes of just boobs on a screen for like 10 seconds or more.
Unless
Like,
it's
you know, I
on
don't want a
purpose,
full-
obviously.
Yeah, I'm like DxD
think
was
what
hiding
you're
on purpose.
getting
Put, like,
at
20
is-
minutes on the screen is stupid.
I think what
You
you're getting
probably-
at is you want the focus on the story Not on, look
And
at
not
me,
the
I
plot.
have oversized,
exactly.
over-imaginized boobs.
You want the story, but not
I
the
want
plot.
the story. Right, exactly. I just want to enjoy a good story. High School Dev was a good story by itself. Steel on the other hand was stupid. It was unneeded.
It was stupid because but at the same time they show it as ecchi / softcore hentai.
Thank you so much, by the way, Ted, for the 100 bits. I do apologise, everyone, for interrupting. But you're right, it was rather sketchy. It was rather, it was made for laughs, but I didn't find it funny. Because it brings out the wrong type of people towards animes. Animes obviously there for people to enjoy it, and like it is like to watch cartoons and have a laugh. And to talk about with your friends. DxD brings up.
I just go into an anime like with zero expectations, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch the first 3 episodes. If I like it, I'm gonna keep going, even if there's something that I don't like with it. I'm just go with it because if I like the story in the first 3 episodes, then it's like something I'm gonna enjoy.
I can get that. I just don't like constantly being smashed in the face. It's like watching like a guy's all anime, but all they show is just dick on the screen. You wouldn't want to watch it.
So the exact thing that you're saying is with the game that I started playing recently, which is God Eater. That one, there's one main character that just like is over like too much, and like she's basically almost on the screen every single time. And when they say something, they always direct the camera towards her tits and then slowly go up to her. So I can't no matter what, like you're always talking, it's like tits, tits. Okay, now it's something serious, and tits again, and it's like. Okay, you can chill on it a bit.
Which kind of puts me off, when it's just purposely constantly just want to show tits, and that's how they want to see their game. And to me, that goes, but then you're not explaining much of the character. You just hear some tits for the first fucking 10 scenes, which you just saw in like the first 2 minutes.
Oh no, for this one, it's like for the first scenes, you're like a person.
Attack on Titan is a really good one.
Attack on Titan is really good. Yeah, so that one isn't that much, so that's fine. Like that's like only like a few scenes, but the rest is like actual character development, which I really love.
I think there's one thing as well that we're missing out on this. There's not only the ones that focus on that, there's also the games that allow the camera to be pitched looking directly under the skirt.
Which is what I don't agree with. There's a lot of things that I don't agree with. Like there's games out there, anime games, to be very precise, but the kids are 10 and people want to play it and they've got their clothes ripping off and all that. How is that appropriate?
To be fair though,
there's a lot of games like that what I don't agree with. There's movies like that what I don't agree with, and there's TV series and animes. There's loads of things I don't agree with. Lollipop Chainsaw, bro. See, I didn't even play that because of the fact of how it was.
Yeah, even if you play that, like people actually are like, why, like how, why, don't like know.
You get an achievement for looking under a skirt.
Yeah, I know my brother played it and he found it funny, and I was just like, that's not even funny. That's kind of it's wrong. Even though it's only a game and it's only a character, right? But if you feel like it's fine to do it in a game, then what's stopping you from doing it outside? Not saying it will, but there's a lot of people that don't have that mentality to stop them. It's not their own fault, but it is what does come with it. Not in a horrible way, but there is some people who go and do it, and it's like, oh look, it's funny, I learned it from this, or let's say their father.
Even in God Eater, there is the mechanic to look underneath the skirt, but the thing is with that one, if you get too close, the camera just goes right through them, and the character fades away, like starts fading away if you go too close. So like, they at least made it to where like,
but then
angle it, but like, yeah, you'll perfectly be able to see. And later on, and in the second game, there is actually the mode to where you can actually put different clothes on the characters. And there was one where it was like a kimono, but it was like the top part, and then the bottom was like really short. It was like way above the knee level.
Crotch, he punches you. I didn't know that. After the third time, I didn't know that. So apparently, if you look at Death Stranding, at his crotch, he will punch you after the third time. See, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, because I didn't really go into Death Stranding.
Yeah, this is what I mean. There's a lot of things what I don't know, and there's still things because I don't like doing things like that in games. Like God of War, right? Even though they got the sex scenes, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
Unless you opt in
like the remastered that they gave for free.
Right. Yeah. See, I done that on stream, but you can't see it, and I basically just smashed out for orbs. But at the same time, it was like I don't really want to be doing this, but it's the fastest way to get orbs. So I can level up my gun. Well, not gun, but the weapons. Hey, oh, it's an Easter egg. Honestly, good. No, I believe you, bro. I believe you. I don't need to Google it.
I forgot what I was saying now, bugger.
But yeah, I think it's just the fact of, you know, what you're getting at is there's a bit too much focus on things like that. They've made it, game developers have made it so it's too easy for people to turn any family-friendly game into a perverse content.
Yeah, they can.
The thing is though, like, I know it's kind of weird me saying this, but is it honestly any different to when we were kids and we ended up playing, like, Grand Theft Auto when we were, like, 10 or 12 or whatever?
Honestly,
is it any
when I
different to
played
that?
Grand Theft Auto, I always had my old man by my side, and he always on what I can and can't do, which is obviously you can drive the car, you can run people over, it's still the same thing, you can go to do so, you can shoot people, but they would always take me to certain parts of the map where I wasn't allowed to go to. Because obviously, yeah, GTA, I was underage to play it, but I was under his supervision most of the time when I was playing it. If it wasn't his, then it was my older brother's and obviously his best friend. At all times, we wasn't allowed anywhere near certain parts of the map. And that didn't bother me.
Okay, that's actually kind of bad.
It is. For me, I didn't grow up playing games that much. Sure, I had like a Game Boy, a DS mainly. I had a DS for the longest time in my life.
You were going to say Game Boy there, weren't you?
I was, because I do. I
myself
bought
one of the
a
greatest inventions ever made, ladies said. They gave birth to
I
one of the
know.
greatest
I have a Game Boy
generations.
Advance SP, but I barely bought that with myself like 3-4 years ago. Because before that, I had a PS1 with one single game on it. That was it, and it was like those little mini games where it's like, oh, let's see how fast you can go, or like where you're a snowman trying to go down a hill or something. It was those type of games. And then I went, and then they got me a DS, and I basically played Animal Crossing, Pokemon, and I never got any console until my PS4 when I bought it 2 years ago. And then that's when I was like, okay, I know what games I want to play, I know how I'm going to play them, and then that's when I started going more into them.
Now, now, one of the things I'm gonna admit right now is like, oh, you know, that's a fair point. Actually, no. Before I forget, what the hell is going on here? No.
I also grew up on racing games, so I never really grew up on GTA or any
you're
of
not
those.
the only one. I used to play a lot of racing games,
Yeah,
I also used to play
especially me, because I lived near an arcade place, and I knew the people, so they let me go in for free, and they gave me a bunch of tokens, and I just stayed at a racing arcade, and it was the one that had a steering wheel, the pedals, and everything, so I mainly just stayed there.
It's kind of funny you were talking about racing games, because some of us were playing Wipeout earlier.
Yeah, we were playing Wipeout.
And
yeah,
it's actually,
Wipeout's good.
It is, however, as a guy who's never played a Wipeout game up until then, it has a bit of a learning curve. I must say, I will say it right now, it does have a bit of a learning curve.
It is not. First, trust me, remap your controls to like how you would play in for like different games. Let's say like
Mario Kart.
My racing one is R2. My shooting one is L2. My brakes are L1 and R1 together. To swerve, double tap R1, double tap L1. That's right, and then that's left.
See, that might be easy for me to do, because I can't do that to save my life.
Yeah, I've got certain things.
Like you saw my turning, it was horrible. I could not.
Wait, do you mean like the Wipeout Omega Collection, like those type of games?
Wipeout Omega Collection.
Oh, okay.
Great game.
I grew up on arcade, like street racing, like Need for Speed, like those type of games.
We played Burnout, Need for Speed.
Yeah, I have Burnout, Need for Speed. I played those, so I feel more comfortable with those than simulator games like Forza and stuff like those. For me, it's like, if we're gonna do something, I'll be the driver, you guys shoot. I didn't grow up on first-person shooter games, so I never really got the hang of it. I got into Call of Duty. I'm not gonna ever be good at it. Apex, Fortnite. I always stay away from those because it's like, I know I'm not good at them, so I'm not gonna enjoy them.
I'm gonna get round to Apex Legends in a minute as well, for the record. There's a lot of games I want to cover, and we've got a bit of time, so...
Yeah, we've got a bit of time. We've probably gone for a while.
Yeah, we've got a few games to cover, and obviously we each have a game we want to cover. So,
I want to cover I want to cover Watch Dogs. Anyone?
Watch
I haven't
Dogs.
actually-
See, I haven't got into
played
Watch
Watch
Dogs. I've never been
Dogs.
able to get into it.
You haven't been able to get into it?
No, I haven't been able to get into it. Like, my own brother ruined it for me, and not literally, not on purpose.
Which
He
one?
thought I played it. The first one.
The first one? Okay, the first one's kind of iffy. I started on the second one, and then after I beat it and 100% it, that's when I saw that they were doing a sale for the first one, the deluxe, for like less than $10, I think. So I purchased it, beat it.
Right, I would
So
like
it's
to
kinda-
point this out though. During this podcast, I'm not aiming anything what I say at anyone.
oh
right?
yes,
So this is just
Same.
my views. I just want people to know these are just
it's
my
our
views,
opinion.
they're just my opinions, yeah.
yes,
It's not aimed
I
at
should.
anyone.
Yes, we probably should do this as a
Yeah.
reminder.
That's what I'm saying. As a good reminder, it's been a while since I've said it. That's
yes,
what I'm saying. As a good reminder,
yes.
this is just our opinions on certain games and mods and other stuff like that.
Yes. In addition, we all come from
Different
hang on,
backgrounds.
what's one?
and
Not
knowledge
different
and stuff.
backgrounds. Some of
Different
us have
views
our
of point.
own
Yeah,
groups.
different user points. That's a good idea.
Yes, some of us have our own groups. Where this is the case, we are not representatives of that specific group. We are our own people in this regard. So now that that's out of the way, sorry, go on. Well, actually, you know what? You know what? Just to give it a slight break from the games, I've got a question for... Oh, wait, hang on. How's that even going to work, question-wise? Hang on. Let me get this question right. Let me get this question right, because the thought has just occurred to me that... Hang on, 1 sec.
I
1,
don't-
2, 3, 4... Yeah, okay. So, 3 of us are from SKG.
Yes.
And 2 of us are technically, well, 1 of us is from the Powder Kegs, and the other one is from both. Well, actually, no, 2 of us are from both of them. So let's just get the main thing out of the way real quick. We'll go back to gaming shortly, but I've actually quite curious with this. How did you both? How did you come across the SKG?
Right.
Right.
Yep, Spark are awesome people. For anyone that
Right,
hasn't, go check out their videos.
Right, I haven't actually, I don't know who they are, but I came across the SKG through Facebook. I waited like there was an invite what went up. I waited and I stole his invite to the SKG as it was there for like 2 hours. And I literally stole it, not even lying, it was there and I stole it. I'm pretty sure it was Sam who put it up. And
Yeah,
I
it
stole
was
his
me.
invite. Right? I'm not lying, it was there and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna steal this invite. This guy hasn't replied, he's read it, he's left it, and then it's...
Okay, that's
think
quite
it's
interesting, actually.
For me,
Yeah, he's not
I
even lying.
came-
I'd invited someone else and he saw it and he just took it.
Yeah,
Wow.
as he said he wanted to he said he wanted to join, I was like, alright, he's gonna join, so I left it for like 2-3 hours. Didn't join, so I was like, fuck it, I'll nick it, so I stole his invite, so fuck him.
That's actually pretty funny, actually. Wait, why? Yeah, but normally when you get group invites, you get them by direct messages. How does that work
No,
in this case?
it was actually on a Facebook page, right?
Oh, was it? Ooh,
Yeah, it was on a
ooh.
Facebook page for UK Twitch streamers, and on that page it was a bunch of people who stream, and on that
Are
page,
you wankers?
Sam posted it. Sam posted it on the actual comment section,
Yeah.
and I straight up stole it. Oh.
See, it's
And the
kind
way
of weird.
I
Go on, you first,
sorry.
actually.
Oh. The way I came in was by Buns and his wife.
Oh, that's
Jasmine?
Yes. They were streaming and I joined in, and then afterwards I was like, okay, I'm gonna join and everything. We started talking, and then they were like, you wanna join? And I like sat down, talked with them and everything, and in the end that's how I ended up here.
Oh, yeah, that's actually really cool.
So, alright guys, this is gonna be my mod thing. Sorry folks, just double check if this is my mod thing real quick. Is it mine? Come on, show me the fucking name. Alright, so, I am part of multiple groups on Discord that have helped me become the streamer I am today. However, I actually came across the SKG because of my friend, who saw that I was a bit down in the dumps and suggested that I join the SKG. Fast forward 3 months later, I think it was. I've been here ever since. But I'm probably one of the only few members who have kept their no, that's what I'm looking for. Automati or something like that. I don't know how you pronounce the word.
Autonomy?
Oh, Automati, that was it, yeah, thank you very much. I'm probably one of the few, I think. But they are pretty nice people, and we've all been invited to do this as like a special guest kind of thing, which I'm looking forward to do more often, by the way. But one of the main reasons why we're here as well, because we wanted to talk about video games as a group. And like, apart from people punching me in this game, we will. I'm hoping that we can actually get away from me. Stop punching me. Wait, no. Before I go any further, sorry. Don't mention Rise of the Skywalker spoilers. I have not seen it.
No, why?
You haven't?
Seen any movies.
Oh, thank God for that.
You haven't watched it?
No, I haven't.
Believe
it or not. I went 2 or 3 whole months without seeing a single endgame spoiler. Right? I only saw one, and I was pissed.
Oh, I saw all the spoilers for Endgame. Afterwards, I watched the movie and I was like, okay.
I have to use this one.
Kinda cool.
Terrible film. I haven't seen it at all yet. So.
And for Rise of Skywalker, I saw a lot also, and I still went to the movies and I watched it and I still enjoyed it.
Quiet.
I'm actually quite interested as to how they're going to do this, actually. Oh, fuck, they got me in the head. Boo! I'm actually very interested in the Lego Star Wars. I actually like Lego Star Wars as a whole. Shit!
No. Anyway, Mr. Mike, just weak in my own opinion. Oh, okay. Apparently new movies are rather weak. I'm not sure that's true.
Yeah, I don't... The thing is, it's very weird having seen all but the 9th.
I want to see all the movies all in one go, right? Just to make it a bit easier.
I feel.
Oh, in my school, my teacher put all the old ones. And we watched.
We have just got new skin for Peacekeeper, and it's called Cyber Shot.
I got something as well, to be fair, but I don't know where it is. What's this?
Games-wise, I've enjoyed
I thought we meant movie. Oh,
every game I've played so far. So I've played so far all the Star Wars games, as in like all the old ones on the PS3. I played them. I've played.
I only have the new one.
I've only
I've played a few other Lego games. I've played like Harry Potter and stuff like that. But the Star Wars wise, I think I've only played. I can't remember what it is on the PS3.
I've only played the one on the PS2. The one on the PS2 where you play as Anakin or Obi-Wan, which by the way,
Right,
great game by the way. I like that game. Battlefront 2.
Right, I played the original Battlefront 2 on PS2. That
PS2.
Yep.
That was actually okay. The AI was busted. But it was still
the AI
good.
was busted, but it was fun. It was a fun game. It was fun.
I also played Force Unleashed, and I played both Lego Star Wars.
I played both the Force Unleashed.
They're good games. They're good games.
I can't remember all the Lego games I've played, but I know that I've played a lot of the Star Wars ones. But I've definitely
played the Star Wars ones.
Out of Force
I
Unleashed,
never liked the Lego games.
Really?
I've always enjoyed Lego games. I've always enjoyed Lego games for some reason.
I loved Legos. I just never got into the Lego games.
Who doesn't love Lego?
I have an old Lego Star Wars DS cartridge still.
Oh.
I still have it, and it can still run, but I just don't play it because I never really liked the Lego games. I also have the Game Boy cartridge of Lego games, and I don't like it. And I'm never gonna.
Cartridge.
Huh?
I'm an old school player.
It's like you know the Game Boy ones where it's like the big thick ones. It's half of them. It's not like the whole square.
That makes sense. There's
I have
nothing will
those.
ever beat the original Star Wars. It's true. The original Star Wars was great. Oh, sorry. There's just two opinions going on in my Discord, and not Discord chat.
Give me a quick second while I actually go find the cartridge.
I had Mortal Kombat on I believe it was on cartridge. Maybe not. Might have been something else. But I remember having one of the first Mortal Kombat games, and that was a birthday present for my brother. And,
I may have just killed us. I'm sorry.
no, that's fine. And that was actually really fun. And when we played it, obviously we were supervised. We also got a Scalextrics at me as well. I don't know if you guys have any Scalextrics.
Scalextrics are great.
Yeah, well, we had one of the bigger ones, like the newest one that year, and we got lucky.
So I just realised Sammy's been quiet. What's going on?
Yes.
Okay, Sammy.
We've been loud. And we've been.
Yeah. What games are you looking forward to, good madam? Because obviously, we spoke about our games, but obviously we haven't asked what you're looking forward to.
Honestly, the new games I'm looking forward to that so far have been rumoured to be announced on E3 has to be the new Assassin's Creed. That's I'm so looking forward to as a huge sort of Assassin's Creed fan.
Oh fudge! I haven't actually played a single Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, you can kill me now.
No, I'm on my way.
No, I was in general. No, I was
on
in,
top of that, Dragon Age 4.
Dragon Age 4. I thought it was Dragon Age 11. Okay.
Dragon Age 4 is due to be announced along with the new Silent Hill.
Okay, I found it.
I'm actually looking forward to. I want to play Dragon Age. I heard it's a good game.
It's so good.
What game?
Dragon Age.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no shit. I'm thinking of something else actually. I'm thinking of Dragon Quest. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Dragon Quest?
I was
The
thinking of
11
Dragon
one?
Quest,
The one that just came out?
I was thinking of Dragon Quest, not Dragon Age. Sorry, Sammy. I've got my games mixed up.
What Skinner just got? Sorry, guys.
For me, I want to play Dragon Quest Builders 2 and the new Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest 11.
That's fair.
Also, the game is Star Wars, the video game, the Lego one. That's all it says. Let's see.
Right.
Oh, nostalgia.
Right, so Doubtful they were amazing for their time, and the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order looks incredible and is will play it soon. But they did give up on Assassin's Creed, just really weak stories now. Used to be the best, and Dragon Age they better not mess up, as 3 was an awful game, and 2 was okay, but 1 was amazing. So that's basically what's going on in my chat right now, this moment.
Twitch, don't mute us.
No, please don't.
No.
We don't own.
game.
Sorry, we do not own this music. He's just playing his Game Boy. We do not own the soundtrack to this.
I mean, I know people have different opinions when it comes to Assassin's Creed, but I'm honestly enjoying the new storylines that they're going by and everything else. It brings something fresh to the games.
See,
I like
fair.
the old storylines and gameplay. The last one that I feel I enjoyed was Syndicate, and I love Unity. Origins and what was the other one? Odyssey. I would have never gotten
RPG Assassin's Creed are just crap.
because I just didn't really like the concept of it, that it was an RPG. But I got Origins since it was like less. I think it was like $8 at Walmart for sale one time. So I got Origins.
Not too bad.
Dude,
It's not too bad. It's $8, so I was like, I'm gonna get it. But like, I wouldn't have got it at full price or even like at 40 or less or
even
more.
assassinating one anymore, but what's the point then? But the thing is, right, of the new Assassin's Creed is they're two completely different playstyles. One is a Roman soldier. The second one, well, the first one, Origins, right, is from the roots. So obviously these skills are going to be very unbalanced, and they're going to be very different in climbing as what we are used to seeing. Obviously,
Yeah,
That's completely fair.
yeah, because
Yeah,
obviously
in
the
Origins-
it's very different.
Origins is like where the assassins came from, where they got their skills and everything. So it's a rugged place for like parkour and everything. Because I feel like the parkour in Origins, it's rough. It's not
Yeah.
as clean, sharp as it usually is compared to all the other ones. But I do remember that it's like where the assassins started from. Versus if you go down back to Unity, they already know the skills. They have eagle vision. They know how to parkour and everything. So it's fluid, it's smooth, and it's really good.
Yeah. Well, like what Super Vitality just said.
Oh wait, shit.
Flag.
Sorry, can I just mute this real quick?
Go for
Sorry.
it.
What happened?
I don't know, I just started swearing.
Right, so Secret Fatality just mentioned, right, that Black Flag, he said the sea shanties were on point. They was amazing. And I can agree,
Oh,
they was really
Black
good.
Flag was amazing.
It was down to the point. But I didn't get to play a lot of Black Flag, which is a downside. I really wanted to play a lot of that, and I never got around to finishing it or anything.
Black Flag was
I've done it,
amazing.
but, yeah, but I've never got as far as that. As you saw, I got a new PS3 from them, which is my own stupidity. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just kept the PS3 and should have carried on playing it.
I've played Syndicate 3 Remastered and Origins. That's the only one. And if you want to count Unity, but like just for like a little bit, because it was with my friends at my friend's place, so I don't own the game personally, but like I love that game. Everyone hated it because there's too many bugs. The co-op didn't work, but I liked it for being different.
Yeah,
little
I
bit
agree
from
with
the
you.
others.
I've played them all.
Yeah, but I don't have enough space on my Xbox to download the games I want to play with. He's on about Origins. I don't have enough space on my Xbox to download Origins. 500 gigabyte on Xbox is pretty crap. Now, this is another issue I have with consoles, right? Is if you want that extra space, you have to pay more. Now, I've got 2 terabyte, and I've had issues with my 2 terabyte, not having enough space to download more than 66 games. Especially when one of them, like Fallout 76, is like 100 bloody gigabyte or more, which is a serious bloody issue.
The biggest game I've had right now on my PS4 is which one actually? Because I only have I had a lot of games, and I only have the 500 gig. But recently, I've had to delete some for the Division, and that's about it. The Division took up a bunch of space while downloading.
lucky fucker. He literally robbed me as I was checking my frigging thing.
Oh, the multi-character thing? For multiplayer exactly, or for like single player?
Okay.
That's also, with you bringing up that question, I also want to bring the new Watch Dogs into it, because supposedly you're going to be able to play as any NPC, as long as you can recruit them. Which could be weird, because every game is usually like GTA. I feel like GTA was the first game to bring multiple characters into a storyline, that you would be able to play each one. Okay, so now I wonder how Ubisoft is gonna input that, because it's gonna be weird. Because usually every other game is like, okay, we have these characters that you can play as, but only those. I wonder how the story's gonna go with that. Cause
is this working?
Yes.
Just before I interrupt, I just found out about the mod job. Didn't get it.
Alright.
Yeah, turns out because I'm not, I haven't really been active enough, but she did say, like, if you're still around, like, she'd be interested, and I'm just like, yay! But no. What did I miss?
We're talking about multiple characters in a single player game, like how GTA did it.
It's a nice concept. It's a nice concept, but it kinda has to work at the same time. In the sense that, like, I feel some of the characters do need to gel. In the sense, like, Grand Theft Auto 5 got away with it because of how it works. But I know a few other games that have had that happen and it didn't work.
I want to know how it's going to work with Watch Dogs, though, the new one, because supposedly you're going to be able to play as any character that you see walking around in the street. I want to know how the story's going to be able to progress with that, since that's going to be a weird one, because they're not going to have... I wonder if they're going to have, like, a main cast that either you'll be able to play as, or you're just going to be talking to them over, like, however they're going to be talking to, because it's going to be weird now having a main cast that you know that's how the story's going to progress.
Yeah.
Let's see how it's going to play out.
Right,
I've only played
I haven't played it. I haven't
only
played
played
it.
a bit.
Like, the only Zelda I know is like one, which isn't a lot.
I got my Switch on Saturday, so.
I don't think Zelda actually needs a DLC personally, because alright, no, hang on. This one, on the other hand, I have had thoughts about, because when they initially released Sword and Shield, not all the starter from Gen 1 was initially released. And I can see why it weren't released, because it was a marketing idea in a sense. If Sword and Shield flopped, there'd be no point making the Pokemon, which I thought fine, fair enough. It's when they decided to put it as DLC. And I mean, I like the idea that it's DLC, but I also feel we now have to pay just to get a Bulbasaur.
It's basically just a way of rinsing you of your money.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that, because when Final Fantasy 7 comes out, I'm gonna try and get that on stream too. So yes, I do want to play.
I'm gonna try and get Sword next Friday. So.
What game did you mention that opened? Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You might want to repeat that.
There you go.
No,
What if they
I'm
just
gonna
wanna
have to.
keep-
I'm gonna have to stop you there because there's no way on God's green earth. No offense, they're gonna release Grand Theft Auto 5 again on PS5 because it makes no sense. The reason why it was added for the PS3, the reason why it was added for the PS3 and the PS4 was because of the PS3's life cycle and because of the PS4 how it was come. So it made sense for GTA 5 to be on both consoles. But having it on PS5, on the other hand, doesn't make sense because you're not really adding anything to it.
Well, no, the thing is, I'll probably add it to the PS5 as
As a library, yeah?
Yeah, on your library for you to download, right?
Yes.
On top of that,
Because there's not going to be a lot of games on launch, I feel like, for the PS5.
no, there's not. But I also reckon, right, that they would also get a bunch of games for you to obviously have in your library which you can play and download, and GTA 5 will probably be one of them. Reason being is the game isn't dead. People have gone from Red Dead back to GTA 5. They've gone from all these other games and constantly go back to GTA 5 because of all the hard work they've put in. Or it's just
for the new update that just happened with the F1 cars and the F1 races.
We actually meant...
There's a lot of things what's going on in GTA 5 which keeps on bringing people back. Don't get me wrong, Rockstar care. They care about the people playing it, but at the same time, I feel like they don't really care at the same time. Not in a horrible way.
We brought this up earlier, and I think like me, Sammy, and Bugsy were saying that like I feel like they didn't need to add that much DLC content.
Yeah, they added way too much things into it.
Yes.
Like in my opinion, it's way like when I say way too much, I mean I need
a lot.
things. Yeah, like flying cars is unneeded. Alien guns unneeded. James Bond car are highly unneeded. Right? And these simple
But it's
things,
gonna be
like
a cool
planes,
car. The Batman cars unneeded, especially
Right,
the flying bikes. Those can be
unneeded.
deleted and removed. I hate those, and I hate the players that just get them early on to just grief players.
You know what the one that
That's
kind of
what they
pissed
do.
me off about GTA 5 as a whole? Online specifically, by the way. This is the only thing that pissed me off. You nerfed the fucking Rhino. Instead of it being bulletproof in the usual mode, in online mode, it takes 3 solid rocket launcher shots to blow up a £1 million fucking tank.
There is the new tank though. That tank can take so much damage though.
In a normal game, perhaps, but when I was playing it, it literally took 3 rocket launcher shots, and I'm just like, wait, what? Why?
for my robot guy.
Bearing in mind, however,
for my robot.
However, in my defense as well, I was playing the PS3 version, so I've never played the PS4 version. I had no intention, and I've got company.
Dude, you've always got company. People are like in you like it is Black Friday.
I know, right? So you wanted to talk about Pokemon like earlier.
Kill me. Thank you. The one. Oh.
Fuck! I got one shot. Did you not kill him? Oh fuck! I can't even be killed. Watch out, by the way. Oops. Regarding that, I feel like Pokemon should have a break because they've been doing it on and off for ages, which is not a bad thing. They're a company, that's what they do. But I do feel...
And they were actually trying to change it with Sun and Moon.
Pokemon is just constantly here, right? But there's not enough actual would you like this, would you like that kind of thing.
I mean, I feel like if Pokemon had like a year or 2 break and then came back, I wouldn't complain because it gives them a chance to be a recharge. Because we've had, I'm not even gonna lie, like we've had Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, then Sun and Moon 2, then Sun and Moon, then all the others, and it's like it's been one thing after another. And there's nothing wrong with that because, as I says, Game Freak, are a company, they want to make money. But I also feel it may be a bit too much. Like, can you honestly tell me in Sun and Moon, which is probably the most recent one, that you can complete your Pokedex? Bearing in mind you've got event Pokemon, which people won't be able to get. And by that I mean, not saying that they can't get, it's just that they're very hard to get a hold of. and then you've got like 1,000 of Pokemon to get from crossing, my count, 8 generations.
Bloodshot got it.
So,
Got Bloodshot.
when does it end, I suppose?
Got a pass on the pick. Yeah.
But that's the
If I'm
thing.
honest, the new generations are sucky. They don't have good names for the Pokemon. The Pokemon are rehashes of rehashes
a
now.
trash can. But it's literally a Pokemon which is a trash can, right? Let's just put that out
The thing is, I can understand at the same time though that the first generation wasn't unique. For an example, we had a Voltorb who is in essence a Pokeball, and that's for all intents and purposes. So I can't really...
I feel like they should just take their time, like, say we're not gonna release any newer Pokemon games for like 1-2 years, sit down and actually like take the time to make a good one. New Pokemon, new designs, new names. But add...
I'm gonna put one time.
But I feel like it shouldn't be DLC, it should be a full-fledged game.
I agree with that, but at the same time, the problem is that DLC also normally means there has to be a demand for that game, and if Pokemon doesn't have the demand for the game, then there's no point making DLC for it. But that's in my opinion.
I've known people that just beat Sword and Shield, and then they just left it alone afterwards.
Really?
The only time
I've played a few. First one I played was Pokemon Yellow, and that was it. Like, after that, I didn't play no other one.
Pokemon Yellow, Jesus Christ.
Heart Gold. Heart Gold was like literally the most recent one I've played.
I have Ultra Moon. I have Heart Gold. I played Emerald. I have Emerald on my on my Game Boy.
Heart Gold was a great game.
The opposite.
People's opinions of The Witcher. That is a good one. The Witcher.
I've beat Emerald at least 20 times already.
Like, we'll talk about Pokemon first, obviously, and then from Pokemon we'll go straight to The Witcher. That one I want to talk about, as I want to get.
I haven't even played The Witcher.
I haven't played The Witcher either, you know. So
I have the game. I have the game. I just didn't even get into it.
This will be interesting, to be fair. I'm actually going to be interested in this because I've never played The Witcher, so I would like to hear the different views of it. Obviously, I can't really judge because I haven't seen it. Yes.
I've played 10 minutes of The Witcher, and that's it. I've seen the TV series. I've seen the Netflix series, and that's it. Never read the books and played 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Wait, who's that?
Not a teammate. Not a teammate. Not a teammate. That's who that is. Where are they? Where are they?
I am lagging. Wait, what the fuck is wrong with my gate? Sorry, dudes, I'm just malfunctioning.
I didn't see it. You just shot directly at me.
Sorry, I'm malfunctioning.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the game does branch out a bit compared to the book and the Netflix series. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
No. Oh well.
Because I only okay. I want to know what's your. Are you streaming right now? Who's streaming?
These two are. Well, no, all three of them are except me because my stream kept malfunctioning. But I'm going to be doing this as a streaming collaboration of sorts. So this will be in my collections.
Okay, so I'm gonna get Gothics and Bugs on, so like that I can have all three of your guys' chat on, because I'm only seeing shadows right now.
Okay.
No,
I'm waiting for my tablet to charge.
Halo Infinite's gone, but see, I've only played a few Halos. I played from 1 all the way to
Never
5.
played Halo.
Right, I played Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. I've also played Halo Wars 1, which made me not want to touch Halo Wars 2. And you've never played Halo?
I never played Halo.
You've never played Halo? Well, that is
I only played Halo up to 360.
Actually, I played the Halo game that's on the mobile phone, and that's it. And it was a demo of it.
Okay, let's not count that. That doesn't count. Not yet. Going to be the new one for the next Xbox. Right, Halo Infinite, you're right, isn't out yet. but that, I haven't seen much of it because I purposely avoided it, the same thing what I did for Halo 5.
Also, my question is, they've asked about what about the Witcher game. Okay, what Witcher game?
Witcher
Are we on
3.
about 1, 2, or 3, or
No,
the fourth one that they've announced?
Do you know what my only experience with The Witcher is?
There's a new one that's been announced?
Wait. Yeah, I was about to ask that. Since when was there a fourth one going to be announced?
The fourth one's actually been trickling in. There's teasers, people saying about it. So it's one that they're apparently working on, apparently.
That's
there we go,
interesting.
fourth confirmed in development.
And the fourth is confirmed in development. Fuck me, but no news on anything. Okay, this is the first I'm hearing about this.
Just out of curiosity, is Deja Vu the only road we've got?
Event.
Or...
No. It's the only event what's going on right now. If you click on
there is normal games, right?
Yeah, there is normal ones. It's just we're doing this event.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine, dude. Honestly, if you've got a question, shoot away, right? It's a podcast, right? If you ask questions about a game, it's the same thing.
Do you want to know what my only experience with The Witcher is? No word of a lie.
Go for it. As I've also
there was a music video by a band called Man of War, and a YouTuber made a song Die with Honor with like the Witcher video, but I didn't know at the time it was The Witcher, so that's my only experience with it. I didn't know it was The Witcher until like a few years later.
See, now here's my thing with The Witcher, right? When I first played The Witcher, I had a very weird glitch where the wolves what I already killed kept on dropping on top of my head alive, and it kept on dropping them wherever I went. So when I killed them, I'd run away and then instantly spawn back literally above my head, and it made me get rid of the game.
Oh, I just couldn't get past the werewolf and I stopped.
I mean, I'll say this, when it comes to Witcher 3, I fucking love that game.
See, this is why I want to get back into it. I want to get back into it and I want to stream the whole game, including DLC from start to end, all the way through. But that's what I'm doing with all the games like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76. Everything what I'm going to do is going to all be on stream now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's what I'm doing currently. I'm playing through all of The Witcher and working through every bit of it that I can.
And it was really, but now it is refined. But that's why I want to get it back, and that's why I want to replay it and go through it again properly. As obviously, now knowing it's redefined, it obviously makes it a lot easier to go through.
Yep. I'm probably going to do myself a coffee in a minute.
Oh, Tatted Viking, dude, you legend. I just got a bloody raid.
Hello there.
Hell yeah, thank you, man.
Oh fuck.
I'd have to make. Hey, dude, I got you raided, okay? Right. Yeah. I barely really get raided. I've had like 4. I don't get raided. I think it's a full phone. Yeah, wasn't that from Shaz and Nomageddon at the same time?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, 2 really good friends of mine. They're amazing people. Honestly, right? All they do is spread love and cheer for every single person, including for people in SKG.
Oh yeah.
They're not even part of SKG, but like they want to help out for anyone who streams, and I think that's bloody amazing. They've got their own little community which I'm in as well, but it's like mainly to share your thoughts and enjoy yourself. But SKG is an actual community I'm part of, and that's the only real community I'm part of. But Xtovin's Nomageddon's is more of a enjoy yourself, have a laugh, and here's my Discord.
What is this SKG or?
No, that's Nomageddon, who I tend to talk to quite a lot. He's also American, but I don't stream with him.
Oh right. So I heard SKG. I'm going deaf now.
See, SKG is the only actual Discord group I'm fully into, like all the way through.
I'm sadly not loyal. I'm in multiple Discord groups.
Drop and put in 4 love hearts, dude. You're amazing. What do you mean the missing links?
I actually need to figure out. Oh, I need to go make myself a coffee in a minute.
Oh, Voodoo, dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the follow. But no, so I've always been trying to get everyone rated in SKG by other streamers who I know, and that's because they're always up for helping. Obviously, to them, we're small streamers. I just don't have the bloody map.
Hey. I'll help you out in a minute.
But yeah, when it comes to it, I'd actually say to anyone that played it in the past, when it comes to Witcher 3, you know, play it again, give it a second shot. You won't regret it. It's such a good game now.
Can I get some help, please?
1 minute. Links close by.
Can
Wait,
you
where are
guys
ya?
see where I am? Can't you see where I am? Jump down real quick.
Oh
and you
shit.
see. Just share 100 bits. Fucking hell, dude.
How did you
Hi.
get down there? Sorry, folks. How did you get down there?
I fell.
There's no way I can get. You may have to drop down. You know, I'm not able to get ya. You might have to
I can't die. I'm literally stuck.
How do you manage? He's not joking.
Yeah, I'm down here.
Hang on, let me do this for.
Oh my god.
Doing God Eaters.
I know it's a wish list, but
Unlike you, Moran, who's got
I actually wouldn't mind a remake or a remaster of Brandia.
Thank you, Secret Fatality. Even though I just plummeted to my death.
I did as well. I'm literally
Yeah, you're
stuck
gonna
in
have
rocks.
to. Yeah, I need to figure out how I'm gonna like knock him off his perch. What?
Unfortunately, I have to get off here. Have an awesome streamer, man. I hope it's a full one. Dude, it's gonna be an awesome one. And thank you so much for the raid. And including the 200 bits you dropped off today. Oh, no, wait, 100 bits from Tech Viking, 100 from Skeptical. My bad, I'm an idiot. I'm tired. Damn. Wow.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Can someone please send me life support? Like,
I'm a little bit
what is
preoccupied.
this?
Hang on, little bitch.
I am. I can't. Like, wow.
I will help you out shortly. To be fair.
I thought you dropped me 200. I knew it. I'm just an
like-
idiot. I'm a tired brain.
Let me go help her.
You can't help me, dude. I'm legit stuck. Right.
I know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for you to die and then go get your banner. Oh wait, no, who's that? Oh no, wait, never mind. Where's the freaking respawn?
Once it's been used in one location, it can't be used again.
What?
No, you're busy.
Yeah, you didn't know
It's
that?
not that, man. It's the fact I'm busy. Like my whole brain is where it's what 3:15 in the morning. We're doing a podcast.
And
My
he's
brain
stuck.
is like shut down. I'm
Oh
stuck.
shit! Oh fuck.
Right, so I'm like kind of in two minds here, but dude, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the bits. It means a lot.
We
catching a
may
bit,
have
man.
to
Thank you
bail,
so
by the
much.
way.
I can't bail, dude. I have to wait.
No,
till
it's in pause and quit.
No, I'm gonna stay here and die like this. This is amazing. This is great
You
content.
die like a man.
This is some real content creation. Okay, I've got all the good things going for me here.
When are we gonna stop? That's my question. Because
Well, it's 3:15 here.
will
I
say
do
this,
have to record a
what's-
video.
I have one question for everyone. Elder Scrolls 6.
I'll catch you later too, dude. Thank you so much.
Ooh,
man. I hope
now
this shit was
that
awesome,
right
by the way,
there.
Tech Viking. I'm so
I'm
sorry I missed
actually
it.
interested in that. They at least have to get the graphics up a bit. It still looks like if we're playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion with the
Elder
graphics.
Scrolls game. Yeah, number 6.
Yes.
I'm interested.
Oh yeah, I agree with Secret Fatality there. They better not mess it up.
Yeah, they better not mess that one up. I really wish they don't. Right, because they did screw up with a lot of the rest.
I hope they don't mess up with 6, but I at least also want them to put the graphics a little bit higher than they are. Because it still looks like we're playing Oblivion. Which Oblivion was a good game.
I'm still in the middle of Oblivion, and I actually like it because I like the
Oblivion
music.
is awesome.
I like
Oblivion
the
is
music to
awesome.
Oblivion. Oblivion's Ascension is one of my lullabies. But
I mean,
I
that's
just
the
hope they
thing.
make the
No one is
graphics a bit better.
arguing that Oblivion was bad. Oblivion was amazing. We all love
Oh,
Oblivion.
no,
It was amazing.
Oh no, it's
so
good.
I can't say much about Oblivion, but I can say a little bit about Skyrim. I've played not a lot of Skyrim because I never actually got around finishing it and everything.
Oh, actually,
I
you know
killed the dragon at
what?
the end, so I don't know if I can actually kill myself. There you go. Oh, finally. Oh, I
Oh,
got it.
wait. What happened to you staying like a man?
I tried to kill myself the whole entire time I was there. What do you mean? The whole time I was trying to kill myself, it didn't work. It finally worked. Be happy
So-
for me. I succeeded in death.
We spoke about this like off stream and on stream, but seeing as we got 2 new guests here, we're gonna ask them the same question.
I see what you mean there. I go for it, dude. Sorry about that.
And also to the viewers as well. Actually, you know what? Can anyone actually hear me? Is my you guys can hear me, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We're gonna go from the past to the future, and one of the things that apparently one of the rumors that I've been told, courtesy of Bugsy over here, was that there's going to be a Fallout 5.
Yes.
Never been a big fan.
No, Fallout 76
is before Fallout 5. Fallout 76 is the failed version of Fallout 5. Reason being is they want to make a Fallout 5 online, right?
which is fair.
And the reason why they made 76 is because they want to make Fallout 5 a completely different game, but polished as hell when it comes out. No, what they're doing is, they released it too early, they knew they did. They did mention in E3 that they was going to make a number 5. And
Which-
76 is their tester game. Everyone...
Which,
they get E1.
Funnily enough, by the way, when you mentioned this, because obviously the original idea was to talk about E3 rumors, I find it quite sweet, or bittersweet even, that we're talking about E3 when Fallout 76 was announced on E3 as a freebie.
Yep. But everyone had to pay for it.
Yeah, I've already mentioned this, and for the record, I'm already aware of Bugsy's views, as is Sammy's aware of my views, but I do feel the £100 or something another, something quid for the subscription
Was
a bit cheeky.
Was it bad?
That was a bit of a cheat, considering that like the game was bugged. I had a lot of people, myself included, we tried it and it crashed and burned for a bit. But we have heard apparently that it's improved, which is good.
It
I mean,
has.
obviously,
When I recently played it, I loved it. It was so much better. Obviously, from being a first player, obviously I'm now what, level 15 or 20 or something like that.
ooh,
But a Secret Fatality, he
need
is a lot higher than I am, and he's been playing since day one when it first came out. He stopped because of the bugs. When I joined, there wasn't many. It was obviously the odd server disconnection, but obviously told you the reason behind that. At the time I didn't know that, but now I do know that, which is really helpful. And there was a lot of more things added to the game. Obviously the free DLC coming out as well, which is even more better, but everything what they're getting from the game, they're making profit and also trying to make Fallout 5 better.
which is good,
Still
and it
quite
also,
different.
and it's
I
gonna
get
bring.
that. I get that.
I think it's fair that they are trying to like rectify this sort of thing. It also kind of brings me to I almost forgot the other game that I was going to actually bring up. Who's looking forward to Overwatch 2?
But one,
Wait, what game?
Who's look? So I actually watched this as well on E3, believe it or not. That was also an E3 announcement last year.
what's Unforged?
But Overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch? I'm good.
Overwatch 2.
I'm good.
See,
I
haven't
never.
seen Overwatch 2. I've never heard of it. I played the first one. I enjoyed it. I got rid of it. I want it back.
There's going to be a
Didn't like
second one.
Overwatch.
So
no,
what's going to be
that's fair.
different in Overwatch 2 compared to 1? Is it going to be like
So
the Star Wars Battlefront?
let's
Where
get the
Battlefront-
main shtick out the way. There's going to be a few graphical differences. There have been memes about it, by the way. I'm not going to mention which memes. You can go look for it yourself, because I will get into trouble for it.
I won't look for memes. It's fine. But
No,
my
no,
main issue is this: is it going to
there's-
be like how they made the Star Wars Battlefront?
No. They're basically doing a campaign of sorts where you play a group of the heroes.
So it is going to be like the Star Wars Battlefront then. How 1 didn't have campaign, but 2 is going to have a campaign.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh no, not like that. I mean, as in similar, as in like You know where
PvE.
Star Wars Battlefront 1 didn't have a campaign, but 2 did.
It's just, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's gonna do that, but it's also gonna like keep the also the Overwatch, like what made Overwatch. It's gonna keep the team side kind of things.
But
it's gonna keep
have a single player campaign.
Yeah,
I've actually heard more complaints about the new Overwatch than I have anything positive.
The reason being is because, and this actually, believe it or not, explains some of the recent changes we've got now, is back in around sometime last year, the Overwatch League had what was known as the GOATS meta, which was essentially 3 support characters and 3 tanks. However, one of those characters was Brigitte, who, as people who have watched the Powder Kegs Monday Night Gaming, she is my character of choice in the video game, and I played her a lot. But I wasn't aware of how much damage she had done to Overwatch unintentionally. So, they made changes to the game to combat the nerfs, but some of them had to like be changed radically. Overwatch 2 is supposed to be like rectifying these mistakes, I think. I could be wrong, but that's what the rumors I heard. Where they're going to try and perfect Overwatch first and then sort out for Overwatch 2. There's a bunch of other broken stuff in that game, mind you, but Brigitte was one of them. And bear in mind, for those, again, who have watched the Powder Kegs, they're fully aware that, like, when I was Brigitte, I was pretty much unbeatable because she could wreck like a Roadhog. She was fully capable of wrecking a Roadhog or going toe-to-toe with a Reinhardt before her nerf. Her nerf now has allowed her to be more versatile in what she does, but it does come at the cost of her utility. Now, Overwatch 2 is trying... I think Overwatch 2 wants to balance those heroes for their new game, because you don't want OP heroes and what have you.
No, well, I can see that, as you don't want no constant heroes and keep it competitiveness. Therefore, I played it then.
Yes.
She was broken as fuck. Yeah, he just said, Super Vitality just said, she was broken as fuck. Now, I can actually believe it.
No, she was broken as, so to be fair, she wasn't broken as fuck in the sense that, like, she was, oh my god, she was indestructible, because she wasn't indestructible, and I should know because I've been playing her, ever since since I started playing Overwatch, and the problem is, by herself, she is not by herself. However,
he did just say that she was his main. Altogether, she was broken, but as you're saying, not by herself.
Yes.
For a while, for a while she was broken.
No, she was broken. She was broken, but it wasn't her fault in the sense that, like, the devs had no idea how good Brigitte was, and bearing in mind, this was before the role queue, which is also the reason why GOATS was nerfed, because they implemented the role queue, and that was because the free support and free tank build was utterly broken, because, but obviously Brigitte was the final nail in the coffin for it, but that was not her fault, because the way I see it was, her inspire and rally abilities made her very, very formidable. So, something had to be done, obviously. I feel that, like, it was a bit of a hit to the face that she got nerfed completely, but as I've told my Powder Kegs, and as I've told every other motherfucker on my streams, because of my high skill ceiling with Brigitte, I'm still able to play as good as her, even with the nerfs. And hopefully Overwatch 2 will make sure that, like, that does not happen again, where, like, no character is utterly broken.
Okay. But no matter what game you play, right, characters are gonna be broken. I started playing recently a game called Sam, help me out with this one because I've forgotten the name.
Paladins?
It was Paladins, you're right, it was Paladins. I started playing Paladins recently. And Felix?
Yep.
Vix? Yeah, he is a tad broken. So is the soldier in there.
Lex and Victor.
Yeah, Lex and Victor are very you know, they basically control the battlefield as long as you have a shield in front of you. If you got a shield,
So a bit like Reinhardt.
Oh yeah, as soon as you got Reinhardt in front of you, fucking Lex is like a mix up of McCree and fucking the other guy. I can't remember his name.
Reaper.
Yep.
Is it Reaper?
Yeah.
He's like a mix of them two, but it's a really good mix, and it's fucking good. I really enjoyed it, but at the same time, he's broken as fuck. Like to the point of where when I was using him, I was like, yeah, he needs a nerf.
The thing is though, like in Brigitte's case, kind of thing, it's kind of weird because like I knew she needed a nerf, but I didn't realize how much of a nerf that occurred.
She really needed, yeah.
She needed one, and that's the thing. Like I will happily hold my hand up and say, yes, she needed the nerf, but no, not in that way because it took her two changes, sorry, to put her back together. But it also unintentionally made the shield meta, which has also been stamped out, thank God for that. But Overwatch 2, I'm hoping does change a lot about how it's going to be made, because I am looking forward to the changes myself.
Oh, so I get it. She still could get messed up and she could kill the whole team.
Pardon?
So commendable, bro. Oh, okay, I get that. No, sorry about that.
No, go on.
No, go on, dude. I was reading chat, my bad.
Yes and no. The problem with Junkrat is I like him, I like his utility, and I like the fact he is very destructible. He is probably one of the, if not the most destructive character in Overwatch, outside of me and my friends EMP Blossom. However, that's the only reason why as well Junkrat is good is because he has a very high DPS. But it is a bit too high in my opinion. Like, he can quite easily overpower a lot of characters.
See, I didn't know that.
And some of them are tanks, by the way. Like, this ain't no friggin', like, I'm not saying Junkrat can quite easily steamroll a Reinhardt or an Orisa if you're not careful.
Someone's talking and I can't hear them. The one talking about Junkrat. Who was mentioning Junkrat? Okay, I thought so. Right. So you can't hear KD. Right. So they can't hear Brian still for some reason.
Dude,
okay,
you did turn on your audio share, didn't you?
Yeah. You sure?
You might want to double check, dude, because like I said, it doesn't show up on your side. It'll only show up on
it will only show up on our side.
Go. So then. No. You actually need to turn it on your side. As in, like, you have to go to... You need to
go to the party.
Go to the party. No,
party
go
settings.
to... Yeah, party settings. And then you have to, like, change it so you can be heard. Because it won't show, as I said, it won't show up on us. It won't show up on his side. No, we can hear you, but they can't.
The stream can. The stream can't.
And bearing in mind, we've been doing this for about 3 hours, by the way.
Yeah, it's like every so often they hear you, but it's not.
No. Yes, it is on your end. Because dude, take it from a guy who knows how to do podcasts. If they can't hear you, that's on you. That's why I'm asking you, have you got the setting on?
It's to do with your settings. You sure?
1 minute, I've got an idea. Oh no. Because I'm the only one here who hasn't got your stream up, so I'll know. If I can't hear you on my side, then we'll know. Hang on.
Right, because obviously my stream apparently they can't hear him, and this is like the 4th time.
Yeah, I'm going to double check my stream. No, but that's the thing though. That's the thing though. Like, okay, no, we'll know. If I can't hear you, then we'll know. Right, so I can't hear it on your side, however it has to be from either mine or his. No, yeah, that's what we're gonna double check, but because obviously.
That's why during my time I was able to
Actually, no. You know what? Right, I'm just gonna mute. I'm just gonna mute both myself temporarily. 2 secs.
That's
Okay.
not bad, I do. I do apologise about this, KD. I do apologise. Yeah, that's fine, man. That's fine. If I got streams
No,
going on
he's
music
right.
afterwards.
No, he's right. He's right. It might be a bit quiet, but he's right. He can't. I can hear him. It might be because your microphone's turned down.
Yeah, you can't hear him at all, but it's like everyone's
Yeah,
saying,
you
like,
might want to
you
just.
can't hear
You
him.
might want to just like adjust the volume. That's all it probably is. Wait, what's going on?
It's fine, just possible.
No, as in, don't adjust it from the party. Adjust it from your actual settings. Like maybe your microphone level's too low.
No, because I can hear him perfectly fine for the headset. This is what I mean. It's very weird. But
what you're gonna have to do is go
so they're saying they can hear
to
everyone else but KD.
go
The
to
only one
your
they can't hear is KD.
go to your settings and then go to the audio settings and then adjust your microphone level. It might be because we can hear you because you're near the mic, but they can't hear you, so you might want to have to adjust that. Believe, trust me, I've made that mistake so many times, it's unreal. What the fuck? And then see what the audio level for the microphone is.
I'm really sure. That's fine.
Yeah, I figured. Uh oh. No, hang on. We can hear. Well, no, obviously I'm assuming they can hear you.
That's fine, bro. Fine. Have some phones up.
She's out. Okay, yeah, that sounds much better now. Oh! So, back to Overwatch 2 first, Bell. Oh, fuck, hold up.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no,
Overwatch 2 with it.
Right, so we go back to Overwatch 2, so there's going to be a campaign. Right, who do you play as in the campaign? Is it like Watson, Reinhardt?
You can play as Reinhardt, Tracer, Brigitte, Mercy, Mei, Winston, Genji, and a few others. There's not really many details as to who you can actually play, because there's only been a few character models. I haven't actually seen any of Talon members except for Doomfist, so I do want Sombra and Reaper to be playable.
Bastard. Fucking Pleasant Park.
The thing with Brigitte is I know it's a bit weird for me to say this given that I've just said that I'm a bit of a main. However, the thing you've got to be careful with Brigitte is you have to be in combat most of the time, because otherwise her Inspire will not work. Keep in mind as well that Inspire does not give you the full benefit, it only heals you by half. See, that's the thing with Brigitte is like you gotta take advantage of your shield, but she's not as tanky as she used to be. You gotta basically stick with your healers, and remember that Brigitte only works in like sometimes she'll work and sometimes she won't. She'll definitely work well with a Reinhardt, hands down. You do, because of her changes, she requires a lot of management. And that's saying a lot, because Moira can be just as bad. Moira requires a lot of management too. And that's saying something, because everyone moans about Moira.
Well,
Yeah, nice everyone moans about the character I like playing.
Now, Now, I've actually recently been playing the triple damage experimental cards, which I solely believe they're doing this to test for Overwatch 2. Zarya was broken. All those bubble shields was nuts. But it makes a nice change because but to be fair on Zarya, there is only one tank. So it's not like she was utterly broken. There was no other tank. And this is where the two healers could shine in a weird way because it lets you work with certain combinations. The only other thing that's been bothering me though recently is how will this affect the Overwatch League, because someone mentioned to me saying that the changes to the experimentation card will be put towards the league. I said no, because they can't just change the league so suddenly like that. Wait, where are we going?
But on the other hand, over there, secret loot, go on, up, right.
I'm going up.
Head left. No. The secret loot. Right, run forwards. I'll show you. Yes, this way.
Oh, I can't get up there. Fudge. I feel like Mario. I can't get up there, dude. I'm gonna die. Fuck.
Joys. I know, it's all the joys.
Wait, where did you come from?
I don't know, man. I just fell. Just fell from the chandelier, man.
Oh God. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh, I'm not dead. I didn't do anything. I just fell off the map.
Actually, that's is it me, right? Or like, do you actually know? Let me ask you all something. Like, let's assume there's no boundaries in video games. What is your all-time favorite little perk? So in this case, we've just fallen from what I think is like 10 feet in the air, and we didn't take no fall damage.
Yeah.
That kind of perk. What was your favorite? Or is your favorite?
My favorite one, right, has to be one where I can literally just jump across mountains for the shits and giggles for no reason. Don't you dare take that, are you fucking bastard?
I am. Whoa!
Thank you.
I mean, I'm the healer here, you know, I'm the white mage of the group.
Hey, no, watch this.
I should be heavily armored.
No, I'll show you heavily armored, okay? I'll show you my ult. Right, my ult is down to the T, fucking amazing. It shits on your ult.
Oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna like stop the podcast here real quick. No, you know what, I'm gonna call your bluff actually, because I've never seen this guy's ultimate. Make my day.
Help me fight.
Oh, now you give me the blue armor, you know, when you've got that fucking purple shield. Yes. But no,
I want that. Oh, you bastard.
No.
No, joke. Right, if you help me find one of them, like, fucking blue things, I'll help you. Yeah, that thing, I'll help you. I'll help you find it, and it'll be good. It'll be good. You'll love it. It's good shit. Then throw grenades at your own feet. Right, find some grenades, fucking throw them at your feet, and you'll see what will happen. It's good shit.
Throw grenade. All right.
I'm not lying to you.
No,
Did you throw that at yourself? Not yet.
Yeah.
Don't do it now.
Also, we've left Sammy by herself. We should probably go help.
She's fine. But honestly.
Actually, no.
He's just trying to kill you. Don't worry.
He is trying to kill me. I know he's trying to kill me.
I'm actually going to show something. My ultimate's really good.
I know. Actually, that's the other. It actually reminds me of something I was going to ask you guys as well, in regards to video gaming. And this is also Overwatch related, but it's also Apex related, Call of Duty related, Parsons related, football related, WWE related, every motherfucking team related. Teamwork.
Yes.
Is it essential?
Yes.
Always essential.
Okay, now that we've spoken from a team point of view, let me ask from a personal point of view, is it essential?
Yes.
Fucking
not always.
Now here's why I say essential. If you're on a headset and you're playing a game like Apex, right? It's essential. Reason being is you need to work as a team to obviously get as far as you can. But at the same
True.
time, if you don't care, then why the fuck you playing?
Well, this is why I was coming to, because even though this is a team game, I know for full well fact that half of us, at some of the time, we have been playing with randoms. We all do at some point. It's inevitable.
I've played with randoms, but I've always, stuck with randoms when I play with them. But 9 times out of 10, they actually run away from me and Sam.
Now, it's kind of weird because, unlike Apex Legends, I have a hard time communicating Overwatch unless I'm either with you guys or my Panic Eggs.
No, it's essential. It's crucial. Yeah, see, look, it's not essential, but it's crucial, apparently.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm asking is because I know a lot of people...
I won't be able to do Fortnite tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow's a busy day. Well, today.
I know from personal experience that, like, a lot of people are rude, or in the case of a woman... you get a lot of men asking you stuff that I'm not going to repeat here.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Do you feel that like you work better with friends or randomers?
To be honest, right,
we're all in agreement.
50. I mainly work better with my friends than I do with random people.
That's completely fair.
But it also depends if they're in a party or not. Like, let's say if a random person joined the party, we start playing the game with them. It all depends on their playstyle. There's a lot of them like really, heads on and just want to constantly attack. Well, me and Sam, we prefer playing a bit tactical. Sometimes I just fucking go in and just don't give a shit. Other times I'm like, yeah, we should probably just hang back with that.
Yeah, I do like admit. Oh fuck. Why have I got? Oh wait, I forgot they don't use energy mags anymore.
Like earlier when I was fucking around, when I just like took you straight to a fucking enemy and got some cool.
Yes.
That was some fun shit. A Russian car and Sun is my cover pod. Yes, that is true.
And obviously, it's weird when I team up with like other non-friends or like non-Panic kind of thing, because it's dead weird when I do, because it's a sense of teamwork. Which, you know what, I just took both of them, hang on.
No, it's fine, I don't need it, it was a joke.
I'll be back.
Well, you can have it.
Are you sure?
Might as well, I can't use these. Like this, for example, right here, like, that was some good teamwork. Don't go thinking I owe you anything. Wow. So... the other thing I'm going to bring up real quick before we go back to our regularly scheduled programming is... So just suppose, by the way, I don't know whether or not my lot would agree, but would you ever do a Panic Eggs versus SKG event? For shits and giggles, mind you. Yeah, obviously, we support each other.
Yeah, that would be fun. Just to fuck around with.
Yeah, because we do play Overwatch, but I might tell them, like, we do have company saying, like, the SKG want to, like, have a muck around with us. I have been thinking of doing that, and I do intend on doing that in the future. Not now, though, because I still need to get everything together. And in the case of Sammy and James, it'd be a bit unfair for them to have to pick, although they can pick, because obviously it makes sense.
Well, we can do a bit of both, like one on one side, one on the other side, and then next one we swap.
Well, okay, yeah, of course, I'm up for that, to be fair, because obviously...
You can swap, like, that's what we was thinking for the Apex thing as well, was doing like the odd, have 3 teams together and then have 3 separate teams after that.
Do Apex, fuck's sake, I'm getting my words mixed up. Do the SKG even have an Apex, like, standard team?
Not my knowledge.
Yeah, we kind of do, but it's not set in stone.
Yeah. Like, we have one set up, but it hasn't been...
Because I know you guys play a lot of Division 2.
Yeah, we do. I haven't dabbled much into it, but I do have it, and I want to start playing more of it.
What is that game like? Because the way...
Personally, I enjoy it. Personally, I enjoy having a break from games like Apex. Obviously, Apex, you put a lot of, strain on your mind to constantly think you have a head on everyone else.
Of course.
While in Division 2, you just have fun, mess around, have a laugh.
Yeah, I can agree with that one.
Yeah, it's not a serious game. You can literally just go around and shoot things, you'll be fine. As long as you pay half attention to it.
I mean, ooh.
Nah, it's fine, dude. Yeah.
When do you want to do this again? Because this is actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I look forward to doing this again. And obviously, on behalf of the Paddock Eggs, I actually would like to thank you for inviting me over.
Dude, I'm actually more than glad that we had a mixture here, which is so much more fun. You know, it's fun in general, but having a second opinion here from a completely different podcast group has made it, you know, more eye-opening. Obviously, us just SKG lot, we can talk about ourselves, but having another opinion put into it from a different podcast group makes it more of a twist.
Admittedly, someone's behind us. Admittedly, the Paddock Eggs are not really a podcast group. We're more of a gaming group. We do podcasts on a rare occasion, but it has been kind of nice. It has been kind of nice to like get the views across. Okay, I have got such terrible aiming. But yes, I do want to thank KD for inviting us over, and obviously we are going to be doing this again at some point. I feel. Well. I mean, I'm free next week. I'm more than free next week. Who the fuck's firing at me? Oh,
some dick was over here.
Obviously, it has been a blaster, and obviously, it's just a shame I keep forgetting. I can't think it's Brian. Oh fuck. So much for your ultimate, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't safe. I died. Right, well, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank everyone who's here. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed myself. Thank you for actually letting me be part of the podcast, by the way, KD.
Fuck.
Means a lot, man. As you put the offer out there, and obviously it was our choice to join it or not, but I'm actually glad you did. You have a lot of plans. You have a lot of plans for Twitch.
Yes, I do agree. It has been a blast.
Yeah, it has been, and I can see him going far. I will catch everyone later in the stream. I'll catch you all later. I should be streaming Saturday and Sunday if I can.
And as for myself, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Oh, actually no. It's not tomorrow today. It's actually Friday, so I'll be streaming later on today as well. Because obviously it's Friday Mayhem for me.
Yeah, I can't do today. Right, today's a very busy day, but I should be able to do.
No.
Yeah, that's fine, dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
Bye for now.
Take care.
I am.
Alright. I will also. Are you actually going to go as well, Bugsy?
No, I'm going to stay here for a bit more, just to talk to you guys, and then obviously see what everyone's opinion was on the amount of the thing.
Amount of what?
Podcast.
Are you still streaming or?
No, I've taken off right before.
Give me a second, ending my stream.